Hello everybody, it's Sunday night and we are still sub-freezing. We've been single digits and 10-12 degrees at night, and our highs only have gotten up to the mid-teens to low 20s. And I just wanted to do something that I've been wanting to do for a number of years, and I just decided to start doing it, and I wanted to kind of share. And this is sort of what I have been doing during my quilting career, as it were. I make memory quilts, and using t-shirts from events. This was a car show in another life. I was president of a major national car club, the Roush Owners. I was president of the Car Club Council of Hampton Roads for 6 years, and the car that I had helped me raise about $250,000 for various charities, including Wounded Warriors, and cancer, children's cancer and breast cancer, and that's kind of what I've been doing in honor of my mother, who was taken by cancer, to honor her love of children and her devotion to community, as it were, and to doing for others. So I'm making a memory quilt for myself now of a particular, or two particular events. And this is the car. It's now residing in Raleigh, North Carolina. A young man down there was quite anxious to get it, and when I decided I was ready to pass it on to a new caretaker, he's the one that I chose. So this is the car, and what I'm going to be doing is copying it onto fabric, and I'll be copying it onto this fabric, black and silver, and then this will be incorporated in a quilt, including this t-shirt. The Mustang Club of America has 4 national shows a year, only 4, and they have 1 Grand National. And these are shirts of 2010's national shows. And here is Hoofprints in the Sand 2 in Virginia Beach. And I was the chairman and host of this show. And then this is the t-shirt. I think I have one in white that I'm going to use. This was our individual t-shirt. Southeastern Virginia Mustang Club of America National Hoofprints in the Sand 2, August 13th to 15th, 2010 in Virginia Beach. And we have the Cape Henry lighthouses, which are the symbols of Virginia Beach, and this is where the ships that were to found Jamestown first landed, was on this point. This is the Atlantic Ocean, this is the Chesapeake Bay, and I'm about 6 miles down on the bay. So anyway, I'm going to be using this t-shirt, this t-shirt, and the smaller of this, my car was invited to the Hilton Head Concours d'Elegance to represent Roush. It was also at Roush Fenway. And I'm going to probably be using, I don't know how big the quilt's going to be, but I may be using the breast decal from a t-shirt, or the decal that was on the back of the t-shirt, one of the others. And so what I'm doing now, I wanted to show you all how I do this. So this is a piece of cotton that has, if you can see the shine, that's an adhesive. So I iron the fabric to a piece of paper, and then this will go in the paper carriage of the copy machine. And there can't be anything on it because that will come out and mar what we're doing. So this will go into the paper carriage, and then this will go on the glass. Okay, so y'all can watch what I'm doing. So this goes in. Let me just press this down again. The glue's not quite set. The fabric has to be well bonded to the paper, or it may not go through. And that goes in the paper tray. Like this. And then the image of the car. I used to have a Hewlett-Packard where the image was up and I could get a preview of it, but that one only lasted a year. And then this the fabric lays over it like that. And shoot, what did I do? I don't want to do that. And I'm doing So here's what came out. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. So this is the image that came out, and that I think I'm going to make another one and move it in some. And I'm also going to round off. Yeah, I got to change that. And this would just mean scrapping that one piece of fabric. Replacement. And I hate to waste paper, but I'll do something else with it. I might make a pillow. So this is that's how it's done. So the paper is on top of the fabric, and then I'll give it a hit with the iron. And then we'll come back here. Cutter, where's the cutter? Where's... Oh. And then trim. And whenever I do anything with a t-shirt, the t-shirt gets the same treatment. That way, see, all of these t-shirts, they all have the stabilizer. So that way, when I go to, this was a breast cancer charity that I supported for about 4 years. And then the young lady who did it in honor of her mother, she got ill of different complications and was no longer able to do it, but we put this on for 4 years. But all of these t-shirts have had the stabilizer applied to them, so then they are stable and they don't stretch the way that t-shirts do, and they can be used just as a piece of fabric in making a quilt. And this is cotton, this is 100% cotton, so that changes the whole character of the jersey fabric that t-shirts are made. See, but this one has not been stabilized, and there's so much stretch that trying to put it into a quilt just won't work. And this was another Children's Hospital charity benefit, and in 2007 my Mustang got Best Modern Mustang at the Virginia Fall Classic in 2007, I believe it was. So this is trimmed, and That other copy machine I had was so great because you could do a preview without actually copying, and the images were all up the top of this glass, and it was Hewlett Packard only made it for a couple of years, I guess because they had so many problems with it, but I loved it. It was wonderful for doing this because I could get everything positioned and set up exactly the way I wanted it before I had to print. So it was a just one-shot deal and it was done. Not like the traditional type of printer where everything is done face down and there's no way to preview it. So here we go with that. Come on. Damn it. And give it another. And I'm actually going to just do a blank. Before I put the fabric in. Damn it. By the time I get the image positioned and then lay the fabric on it, it's shifted. Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting like this. Hope you at least enjoy the music. Okay. Here we go. Okay, the position looks good, and now reprint. So this is the one that we'll be using. And then the next step, come on. See, this is, because it's meant to be a stabilizer, it's very, very thin. It's very strong dimensionally, but it's very thin. So what now? I will glue it to itself. And that will give it more structure. And then just trim this off and okay, so there we have a usable piece of fabric from a photograph. So that's what I do. I've made a lot of quilts using like children and grandchildren, using their photographs and making a piece of fabric. And I can see my color seems to be fading. I got a streak here. So what happens now, I might touch this up a little bit, but then this gets treated with a spray that I found that's made for camping, and it makes the fabric water repellent because the inks aren't water safe. They're color safe, but they aren't water safe. And if water happened to hit this, it would have spotted. So the next step on any photograph that I do is to coat it multiple times, actually saturate it with the preservative so that dirt and so forth will never affect the quality of the image. And then this will become part of the quilt that will be made using these t-shirts from two different premiere shows in which I was involved and my card was featured. So any memories that you have, any t-shirts you have, any photographs that you have, I've even made sofa pillows using family photographs. It's, since I don't know what I'm doing, I can do anything I want to do, and I don't know any rules, so I can't break any. So I just do whatever my mind comes up with. And this is something that I'm doing for myself. And another one And anyone who has seen my page, this is what greeted people when they walked in my front door. That this was on the wall opposite. The Hands of Childhood Cancer. And this is my boy Logan. And people who know me know Logan. He was 7 years old when he came into my life, or he had been diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. And he will be 17 on March the 20th. He got his learner's permit last year. But these are his hands when he was maybe 10 years old. He brought me this t-shirt. He came running in one afternoon just long enough to drop this off and give me a hug, and he and his mom were off. But on one of our play days, I took all of these different paints and painted his fingers, and that's his handprint. So this is another quilt that I'll be making for myself. And there, shoot, here. And then he brought me this. I think this was about 12 years old. So this will be a smaller wall hanging with a couple pictures of Logan around it. So anything that people have that they keep things that mean something to them, but they're usually hidden away in a drawer or in a closet or something. You know, you can do something with it. You can make a wall hanging. You can make a tapestry. You can make a sofa pillow. You can make a jacket to wear. You know, it doesn't matter. There's just a never-ending realm of possibilities of what can be done with the items, photographs especially, that are meaningful to you, but you never see them because they're put away somewhere in a box. So, you know, bring them out. Let someone do something with these things that are important to you. I'm sure there are other people all over the world that do what I do. But this is how I quilt. I don't use patterns. I don't know rules. I do what I feel like doing. And if anybody doesn't like it, that's their problem, not mine. So that's it from cold Virginia Beach. And thanks for listening to my rant and watching. And I'll let you see how this comes along.